All right, so something new and different today. Did I hear an uh-oh? That's funny. So this is number 199, shockingly. And so what we're going to do is it's basically a 40 on, 20 off. But the way we're going to do it is you're only going to do 4 reps within the 40 seconds. So the first exercise is a squat. So we're going to hold at the bottom. Right, so this could be a body weight workout if you wanted it to be. You can also hold weight or use the resistance however you need to. So with the squat, right, we're holding weight and we squat down, and at 10 seconds we stand up and squat right back down. At 20 seconds, stand up, squat right back down. All right, so it's going to be basically a 40-second hold just with stand up and down in the middle there. Second exercise is a push-up, right? So we go down and hold, come up at the 10-second mark and down and hold again. Basically, we're holding at the most challenging position and then doing 1 rep after 10 seconds. Glute bridge would be probably a little bit easier, but we're just holding hips up and then down to tap your hips and come back up. All right, so it's essentially a glute bridge hold for those 40 seconds. Lunge, so we're holding with your knee close to the ground, and then at 10 seconds you bring your feet bent together and then right back with that same leg. And then bird dog. So I'll talk you through this one while we're doing it too. There's a lot of ways to do the bird dog wrong, so we want to make sure we're doing it correctly. We're just going to hold out just like this, 10 seconds. At 10 seconds, bring your elbow in to touch your knee and reach right back out. So we're just holding there. Okay. So let's jump on the roller. All right. So like I said, this workout can be body weight, right? So if you were, traveling or you don't have the right equipment or whatever, this is one you can still do and get plenty of challenge out of it. Sometimes it's nice to have those options for when you're traveling or when you don't want to use weight. And actually today I'm going to be throwing together a list of 10 body weight workouts that are all pretty different that you can do in those situations. Let's roll over, make sure you get the front of your thighs. Make sure as you're doing that, you're rolling side to side a little bit. All right, have a seat on that roller. So if it feels like I'm zipping through this, I apologize, but I don't know how much you guys have done as I was talking. So pretty much this is going to be self-guided. And last little bit, let's roll onto your back, or put the roller under your shoulder blades. And good. All right, let's start off on your back. You're going to give one leg a hug, or give one knee a hug, and try to touch the back of your other knee to to the ground. So we're really, for a lot of you, this will be a hip flexor stretch. So we pull that knee right in close to your chest, and then your straight leg will go out. Try to touch the back of your knee to the ground. Just trying to stretch that hip flexor a little bit, get nice and long. As you're stretching here, let's try to breathe. So as you breathe, you're going to push your belly into your thigh. And then exhale. Again, always try to touch the back of your knee to the ground. And then let's go 8 times, straight leg raise. So we're keeping that knee hugged. Always getting your heel down to the ground, trying to touch the back of your knee down each time. And once you get 8, let's switch to the other side. We're just holding that stretch first. Again, we're giving your knee a hug to the point that it tilts your hips back. And then when your hips tilt back, you may find that it lifts your leg up off the ground. We're just trying to touch the back of that knee to the ground. And pushing your heel away as far as you can from you. Let's raise that leg nice and straight. And tap not just your heel, but you're trying to tap the back of your knee down each time. We're doing 8. All right, once you're done there, we'll go back to the original leg. Let's push that heel down into the ground, make your belly strong. We're just gonna hold and then alternate. So we just pick up. We're doing about 3-second holds here. Just marching. So the best way to do this is keep your belly strong. Push that heel down into the floor as you march. Just getting your cheeks warmed up here. We are going to spend a bit of time in the glute bridge hold today. By the way, we've got 4 rounds. So each round is 7 minutes with the 40 seconds work and 20 seconds rest. So we've got 4 rounds today for a total of 21 minutes. All right, let's come up to this kind of side sitting position, or 90-90. So one leg is turned in front of you, the other leg is turned out and behind you. And from here, we're just going to lean forward, put both elbows on the floor, and you should get a stretch in the outside of your hip here. Sometimes for 28. Yeah, sorry, I did my math wrong. We're only doing 3 rounds. My mistake. Yeah, I forgot that the lunge is going to take up 2. Sorry about that. Math major here. So yeah, we're going to go through 3 rounds for a total of 21 minutes. All right, let's switch sides. Again, leaning over that front leg, try to put even pressure through both elbows. And good. All right, push-up position. You're going to stack one foot on top of the other. Right, so now we've got one foot on the floor. We're going to rock forward so your toes curl up. Rock back so you're pressing your heel down like you're doing a calf stretch. And we push up into the hamstring stretch. So we'll just cycle between the 3 of those. Rock forward, rock back, hips up. Rock forward, rock back, hips up. So as you go hips up, we should feel that stretch down the back of your leg. Last one. And keep the push-up position. We'll just switch feet. We rock forward, heel to the floor, hips up. I know your heel's not actually going to reach the floor, but that's what we're reaching for. Forward, back, up. And last one here. And good. Let's go ahead and walk it up to the standing position. And let's go feet wide. Just working back and forth, starting to get your legs warmed up here. And a little bit of a groin stretch. So start working deeper and deeper. The nice thing about this circuit is you can dial it up and down depending on how low you get, right? So if you're holding weight, it's gonna be pretty challenging at that bottom position. So you can always come up a little bit if you need to. Okay, we're ready to go. Again, total 21 minutes, which turns out to be only 3 rounds, not 4. But we're gonna start with a squat and we'll get started in 20 seconds. If you wanna hold a weight, grab your weight. The squat and the lunge are really the only two that you would hold weight for. Okay. So we're gonna go down at the bottom of a squat in 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1, and here we go. I'm gonna take a warm-up round first. And up, right back down. So again, these holds give you a nice chance to feel where your weight is in the squat. Up, back down. We want to be nice and balanced. Come on up and back down. Nice and balanced over your feet with your heels pressed down. And rest. So these isometrics or holding still is a good way to teach and really learn where your balance should be. Next one's a push-up. Okay, going down in 2, 1, and here we go. Looking for about elbows at 90 degrees here. And up, back down. We can go knees to the floor here if needed. And up, back down. Last time up, back down. 3, 2, 1, and rest. Just assume right after we go up that we're going back down into position. This will be just the opposite. We'll be laying on our back. The top position is going to be the hold. And here we go. 2 legs here. Obviously, you can manage this pretty easily, but what we want is go down to tap and right back up. What we want is really squeezing your cheeks here, squeezing your belly, down to tap, back up. So you can push hard into the top of this and get more out of it. Down to tap, last time. And rest. Okay, lunge is next. We're going to step backwards into the lunge in 2, 1, and here we go. Stepping backwards, lowering that knee down to the floor. Front leg should be doing most of the work here. Think about 70-30. All right, we stand up and right back down. We want to get your knee close to the floor here if you can. Up and back down. Last time, up, back down into that lunge. Again, front leg doing the work. 2, 1, and a rest. So if you have knee pain on your back leg with this, it's something we see often. Make sure you shift your weight forward so that your front leg's doing more work. Probably just pressing too hard on your back leg. Okay, other leg in the lunge. Here we go. And up, right back down. Pressing that front foot flat into the floor. Keeping your arch nice and big. Come up, back down. Last time up, back down. And rest. Bird dog's going to be next. So we're going to extend opposite arm and leg. What we want here is to freeze your spine so that as you reach, you shouldn't be dropping your low back. And here we go. Reach with opposites, pushing your heel away from you. It's really driving strong. It's not about getting parallel to the floor. Elbow to knee, here we go. We reach in, push out. So it's not about getting parallel to the floor. It's about maintaining a strong belly. And we touch. And so while you move your limbs, you shouldn't be moving your spine. Last time we reach in, touch, back out. And rest. So the whole goal with that is to move your hip joint and your shoulder joint, but not have to round over or extend your low back, right? So we think about everything that happens around your spine is your limbs moving around a fixed, stable spine. All right, let's reach with the other side. Here we go. Keep your belly strong, tailbone down. We reach in, tap, come up. So as you tap, try not to round up. You shouldn't be arching your back up towards the ceiling. We tap. Spine stays fixed. Pushing your heel away from you nice and strong. And touch. Check in with your shoulders. Make sure they're not crunched up by your ears. And rest. All right, good. That's round one. We're going to go back up to the top for the squat. Okay, starting in 3 seconds. 2, 1, and down for a squat. Here we go. And up, back down. If you want to hold a weight, but you have back stuff, hold that weight down low. It's going to put less pressure on your low back. We stand up and back down. Nice and balanced on your feet. Keeping those knees apart. Stand up and back down. Two, one, and relax. Push-up is next. With these push-ups, you can start to change the position of your hands. but make it easy on yourself. Spread those fingertips as wide as you can. So spread your hands out, get a good stretch across your hands. And here we go. And up. Up. We're halfway there. Up. 10 more seconds. 2, 1, and rest. Rolling over for the glute bridge. So like I was saying, on the glute bridge, it's not about just being there at the top. We want to kind of get there and be really strong. So like if somebody dropped a sandbag on your hips, you wouldn't budge. Okay, and here we go, pushing the glute bridge up. Belly strong. And down to tap, right back up. Belly is strong here to protect your low back. Remember, we're not arching up towards the ceiling. And tap, back up. Tap, last one. And relax. All right, we're up for a lunge. If you want to hold weight with the lunge, you can either hold it up top or down on the side that's back. Okay, ready? And here we go. Stepping back. And we come up. You can take your shoulders forward a little bit. It'll help keep the weight on your front leg. And up. Last time up. 2, 1, and rest. Going to the other side. Okay, in 2, 1, and here we go, lunging backwards. Pressing that front leg or front foot flat. Come on up and back. Make sure your heel can press down through the floor also. Come on up. So wherever you're set up, you should be able to press your whole foot into the floor. Last time up. 2, 1, and rest. Bird dog is next. How's it all feel? How's it feel? Okay, reaching with opposites here. Drive your heel away from you, and here we go. Drive that heel away from you. Your cheek should be strong. And come into touch. So the goal is to bring that knee up and elbow down without flexing over with your spine. And touch. Checking in, keep those hips level. Touch last time. As you reach, don't crunch your ears up or shoulders up next to your ears. Keep your shoulder blades back and down. And rest. All right, we're reaching with the other side in 2, 1, and here we go. And touch. Touch again. Strong belly. Again, it's not about getting your leg parallel to the ground. And touch. I know I'm not going to get there. So if you can touch the back of your knee during those leg lowers, you can probably get to flat or to parallel and relax. But if you get a big stretch and you're not able to touch your knee on the leg lowers, then probably means you shouldn't be at parallel with those. It means you can't get parallel to the ground. All right, back up to the top. Last round of squats. 2, 1, and here we go. Stand it up, right back down. Remember, we want those shins to be parallel to each other. So we're not letting our knees cave in. We're gonna press them out. Stand up, back down. Press those knees apart like you've got a mini band around your knees and you're trying to stretch the band. Stand up, last one. One, and relax. Last round of push-ups. Spread those fingertips apart strong. When you get that stretch on your tissue, it actually gives you a little bit more support. And here we go. And up, back down. Up, halfway there. Keeping those elbows pointed backwards. And up. Last 10 seconds. 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1, and rest. Glute bridge is next. In 2, 1, and here we go, pressing up. So I like that visual of sort of bracing for somebody to drop a sandbag on your hips. Down to tap, back up. So that's how strong you want to be. Like if somebody dropped a sandbag, it would hit your hips and just stop dead. And tap, back up. Tap, back up. It's not about how high you're getting your hips. It's about squeezing to the end of your hip range of motion. And relax. All right, lunges are next. 4 minutes left. All right, in 2, 1, here we go, stepping backwards into that lunge. Take a look down, make sure your knee is over your pinky toe, not inside your big toe. And up, back down. You're gonna have pressure in the floor with your big toe. And up. Just stay tall with your upper body. Last time up. 1, and relax. All right, other side in 3, 2, 1, and here we go. Up. Up. Last time up. Keep that knee close to the ground. Front leg doing the work. 2, 1, rest. 2 minutes left, guys. Bird dog is last. All right, ready? And here we go. Reaching with opposites. Trying to keep that tailbone tucked down. Don't let your low back drop. And we touch. Holding that nice neutral position. Touch. Last time, touch. Yeah. Cool. Hey, what are you doing? Touch. And done. Okay, reaching out with the other side. Last minute here, guys. And we reach. And touch. Touch. Last time, touch. 10 seconds left. 3, 2, 1, and relax. Okay, so just to elaborate, it's tough when there's those 10-second pauses. And when we move your limbs, right, we want your limbs to move without having to substitute, like if I'm moving my leg back, if every time I move my leg, my spine moves, you're putting a lot of wear and tear and stress on your spine, right? So not only are you substituting spine motion for like hip motion, you start to put a lot of stress on the discs and on your low back, right? So when we do those things, we want to do them with a fixed spine rather than the slinky spine, so that we keep good range of motion with your hips and you keep your low back stable. So that's part of what core strength is, the ability to hold your hips and your pelvis level as you do stuff with your limbs, whether it's reaching up, whether it's skating, moving side to side. So that's where back wear and tear comes from, is that sort of repeated arching and bending of your low back especially. Okay, so a lot of what we do is going to depend on having mobile joints and stable core or spine. All right, let me write this down real quick. Wayne Kelly. Okay, just catching your breath here, guys. Mark, Steve, Ted. All right. So that's all we got for today. So that was fun. That was different. Also a really good way to learn. So I hope you guys have an excellent day, a good start to your week, and maybe we'll see you tomorrow for number 200.
That is a milestone.
That is a milestone. I'll have to think of something really fun to do.
Yeah.
I'm guessing it will consist of 200 of some things.
Sounds terrible.
Yeah, we might have to like break it up. Okay. You
Sounds
guys
like
have a
a
great day.
Wednesday.
Thank you.
See you, Brian.